Hello and welcome back to Look What Dad Built. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that I've realized not a lot of LEGO fans are aware of, and that is the LEGO Store Passport. Now, what's the purpose of the passport, you may be asking? Well, for this kind of passport, you use this to be able to cross the border. And when you do so, they will stamp it, what they call a visa stamp. I'll give you a view of that, right? It lets you know where you're coming through and the date. And that's your approval, letting you know you're able to enter the country for a period of time. The LEGO Store Passport, not quite so much. Its purpose is to let people know when you've actually entered a LEGO store. Now, there are a couple of other things that have similarities between a regular passport and a LEGO passport. First off, the material is fairly similar to that of what you'd get on a regular passport. You'll probably note that my US passport and my LEGO Store passport are not the same color. That's because my passport, my LEGO Store passport, I actually got while in Europe. I got it in Berlin, Germany. That's where I actually first found out about it. And so, as a result, I've kicked it off by being a European LEGO Store citizen. Internally, there's a few things that you should know about the LEGO Store Passport. On the first page, for instance, is where you can provide your identification. So this one, I got this LEGO Store Passport on June 20th, 2018. And actually, now that I think about it, I was in Paris for that trip, right? But I was able to put my information, a signature, and you see the LEGO minifigure head here. You actually have the opportunity to customize your minifigure's face with these passports. And so you can add, unlike your regular passport photo, you can add glasses, you can have hats, and they encourage smiling. Another feature of the LEGO Store Passport is my favorite part, the stamps. Now, the stamps are very much like the stamps that you get on a regular passport. Obviously, they're targeted for attending or visiting a LEGO store. Now, you can get stamps for a variety of things, not just visiting a store. You can also get one for visiting a store on your birthday and participating in a variety of events. And each store has their own unique stamp. So as you see here, Paris, Disney Springs, and San Francisco. Paris, of course, having a very unique stamp. A couple other places I've been fortunate to visit include being in London and receiving some of the special stamps from that location, as well as a lot of locations within the United States. Sadly, this is my second LEGO Store Passport. My first LEGO Store Passport got stolen. It was actually in my backpack because I keep the two together. As part of my job, I travel for work, and so I don't like going into a city without having my LEGO passport with me. Now, if you travel or you have an opportunity to get around, I highly encourage you to get a hold of a LEGO Store Passport. Take advantage of the opportunity when you're in a new city, perhaps visiting with your family, and look to get that passport stamped. One of the things I enjoy doing, even if I'm not buying, is simply going to get the stamp. The staff are always excited to see new locations and to look at all the stamps that you may have accumulated. As best I can tell, they are going to be doing this program for a very long time. One last fun thing to share. If you're traveling around the world, I highly recommend taking an opportunity to maybe even grab a hold of one of the LEGO architecture and the skyline sets. These things are a ton of fun. The details are always fun and interesting in the builds. And I'll switch over to minifig cam so we get a close up. And with these, they'll provide the skyline for a variety of cities. So this one is London, and this one is San Francisco. I really enjoy these. I particularly try to get the ones in the city from the city. So I'll go to the LEGO store. I got this one in San Francisco. I was fortunate enough to get this one in London. I really enjoy these sets. The skylines are really cool, and all the information they provide in them are interesting. And I recognize that I'm very fortunate in my job that I'm getting an opportunity to go to these cities. So it's something that you can think about as you're doing vacations. And I never go to a city without thinking about how I get to the LEGO store so that I can get my passport stamped and talk to other LEGO fans and the employees at the stores to talk about LEGO. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot about the LEGO Store Passport, how it works, and I'm also interested in hearing what LEGO store you visited away from home, maybe on vacation or in your travels. Let me know if you were able to get your passport stamped. and what those stamps look like. It'd be really interesting to hear and possibly even see what all those different ones are. I hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to your comments. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever we upload new videos on Look What Dad Built. Thanks for watching and happy building.